Welcome back, guys, to All Things Custis. It's your boy Custis and my beautiful wife Myrna, aka Miss Custis. I know it's been a while since we posted our last video on allthingscustis.com, but we have been extremely busy with COVID, working from home. We have the puppies, which are getting bigger, driving us crazy, and I think I'm gonna put them up for adoption.
No, he's not. No,
yes, I am.
it's not happening.
But we'll discuss that in another video. Also, next week, a week from today, actually, we're going to be dropping Johnny off to his first year of college, George Mason. So we're excited about that. I think Miss Cuss is going to be crying on the whole ride back. Hopefully I can get some video of that. Like we mentioned in our first initial video that we ever posted, we mentioned that we wanted to have a baby. So we would like to talk about that.
Yeah, so this video is pretty much about the initial journey with us trying to get pregnant. So if you're trying to get pregnant, if you're having any issues, if you're ready to go to that first initial appointment with a fertility doctor, please definitely stay through the whole video. So we actually decided to get pregnant from the moment we got married, which is over a year ago.
Time flies.
Yeah. So you guys know I already have 2 kids. One of them is going to college next week. The other one will be in college in 2 years. So at first I really did think that getting pregnant for the 3rd time was going to be easy. And it was going to happen quick. However, a year later, still we are not pregnant.
No baby.
No. So we started trying to get pregnant a year ago. About 6 months in, when I realized, okay, wasn't that fast, wasn't that easy, we talked about it and decided to see a doctor. So I just went to my regular OB and just for my regular checkup, and I mentioned it, and she said, well, you know what, you really should consider the fertility treatment if that's what you would like, if you don't want to wait any longer. And I said, yes, definitely. So she recommended us to EVMS. So EVMS, they're local. They're here in Hampton Roads. They have 3 facilities. Our favorite is Virginia Beach.
Yes.
Yes. That is in the Centera building. That's our favorite location. We really do not like the Newport News location. No. Whenever I make my appointments, I always select the Virginia Beach location if I have a choice.
Best experiences there.
Yes. With the staff and the building itself. So we went to the doctor, our first initial visit, and that one was in Newport News. We were really scared. We didn't know what to expect. We went together. The doctor had a lot of questions. She said I already had 2 kids, so she was like, this shouldn't be difficult, but of course you have to get testing done. So
a lot of testing.
The first initial thing was to do testing, and some of the testing got done on that first visit. She actually did a sonogram, ultrasound, whatever. She did some checking, and she was like, oh, you seem fine, but we need to do more testing. And Mr. Custis here had to do some testing too. So he set the appointment that same day for...
So I had to get a sperm analysis done. So I had to actually go to Norfolk, Virginia, to their office. There, you wait in the waiting room, wait for someone to call you upstairs to give your collection of sperm. So, you go in, there's an empty room, and the doctor hands you a cup and says, get to work. So after that, once they did the analysis of the sperm, we started to move forward with the process.
So we had to have another visit with the doctor. Well, I had to do some tests too. So I went in for my testing. He had done his testing. Then they called us to set up the appointment to go over all of it. So we go back in, and one of the tests that was done to me was they definitely did the blood work, urine work, all of that. One of the things was an exam that was a little bit painful, and it was to check your tubes. That test came back not too good for me. So the left side of my tube is blocked. So you have your tubes and you have the left and the right. So the left one is completely blocked. So chances of ovulating on that side and getting pregnant, I guess at that point it definitely cuts down to 50%. Mr. Custis test. However, what did the doctor say to you?
So the doctor started reading my results from my sperm analysis, and I was thinking that there was some issues because she just was quiet for like maybe 30 seconds or so, and then she was like, wow, yeah, you have Superman sperm or super sperm or something along that line. But yeah, she referred it to as super sperm. So they are like moving around. The mobility is great on it. The count is up. So that's a good thing.
I still remember that visit that you were like, is there anything I need to do? And she was like, just keep doing what you're doing because your sperm's fine. Okay. Well, that was hard for me to take because there was, okay, it's not the reason we can't get pregnant, it's me. But of course we want to move forward. So what we needed to do at that point then was go through what was a 4-month process, which in each month we were going to try to get pregnant. Because the right side is fine. So as long as I get a follicle there in the right size, at the right size,
the right time,
there was a chance. And we were going to take that chance. So she said, as soon as you get your period, you go ahead and call this number on day 1. As soon as you have it, you call that number. So that's what I did. So they actually gave me nice little sheet here for the month. So you have to stay organized. So this is a lot of work and stressful. But you have to stay organized. So we had several copies of this in case it went into the actual 4 months. So on the day 1 when I'm bleeding, I had a specific number to call, and I told them that's why I was calling. So they knew right away what they needed to do was make an appointment for 11 to 12 days down the road to come in for a ultrasound. So I did that appointment. Now on day 3 of my period, I had to start a medication. It's called letrozole. So I started on that. I took that for 7 days. So then on day 11 or 12, whenever they are able to schedule that appointment, we went in for the ultrasound. So this was our very first month going through this. This was in December. So we went for the ultrasound, and right away they were able to tell us it was not a successful month. I mean, the ultrasound found that I had 2 nice follicles, but they were on the left side. Remember I said that's my side that's blocked. On the right side, I only had I had 1, but it wasn't mature enough. So the chance for that one to reach ovulation was extremely slim. So she said, there's nothing you can do. No trigger shot. I guess what I did forget to tell you is at this point we already had the medication at home because we had to get her trigger shot. Had to get this other medicine insert. It looks like Vaseline, little mini tubes. So we already had that at home because in case we needed it. But December was not a successful month. No trigger shot. Just go home and wait till next month. So come January, called on my first day of my period. Back on the letrozole. Had my appointment for the ultrasound. We went for the ultrasound. And this time we had much better news. So the right side, we had 2 follicles, but only one was a nice size. I think it was like 13 maybe. So they were like, okay, so this is it. So we were excited.
Extremely.
But what they do for you, which is pretty cool, again, they gave us instructions. You got this little sheet with instructions, and it told you your timed intercourse. So you have to have intercourse twice, and it gives you a PM time and an AM time, and then when to start the trigger shots. So I hate needles. I think that was probably one of the hardest things through the process was this trigger shots. I didn't care for that at all.
And I didn't care giving her the shot.
I mean, I was to the point where I was like, okay, babe, because my mom's, she's a nurse. So I was like, you know what? I might just have my mom do it. Even though it looks so simple in all the YouTube videos, it just put the shot in. But I'm just scared of needles and just the idea. But he was a pro. He did good.
And the shot itself was already measured. So already had the medication in there. You just had to make sure, that you was putting it in the right spot. So I believe an inch or 2 from the belly button, so in the stomach area.
And you also start on the other medicine, the vaginal inserts. I did that for 14 days, and then on the sheet they actually even give you the exact date to take a pregnancy test. So of course we were super excited because we actually were able to do the test on February 14th. So we were super excited. I still remember thinking, well, this is it. This is going to be the best Valentine's Day gift for Aaron.
Yeah.
I got me have all, but it was negative, and it was depressing. It was like, okay, so mind you, I'm on all this medicine, so I'm emotional. So it is not easy.
Yeah, you're like
up and down. So that was that month. After that, the next 2 months, it was pretty much exactly the same. We got excited because it was the right side.
the follicles
were good. So we tried again the trigger shot. And again, negative. At that point, my body's just going through so much. I mean, I'm 4 months now into all this medicine and just no baby, and it wasn't fun. And then COVID happened. So we actually just took a deep breath and just paused.
Took a break.
Just paused. I mean, even our last visit to the doctor was during COVID, and it was hard. They had said I needed to go by myself, but Aaron still went.
I was there at every appointment, even if I was driving her crazy and making her annoyed by me.
Yes.
So try to stay positive and happy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're at the doctor's office here in Norfolk, so we're gonna see what the doctors say. Let me check back guys later.
And to the guys, go to the appointments if you
Support
can.
her. Support her.
Because even though after every appointment we went our separate ways because we always had to go to work, it was just nice to have some support and not just have to call or text, this is what happened, this is what the doctor said. it's just nice you're listening in on all of it all together, even though I did more of the research and even though I had to explain it all over again to him
2 or 3 times, but eventually you'll get it.
You know, he was there, so I have to say thank you for that.
Anytime.
So we paused it. However, it's still in the back of our minds. We wanted to do it. Every time I got my period after that, it was just, I don't know, it was real sad. I mean, there was one time where my period was super late, but it's like, I got it. So that's when we decided, okay, let's call back in. And on our last visit, the doctor already had given us the other 2 options, which I could go through the surgery and unblock the left side of my tube and try again. And then I realized, you go through the surgery, have to wait to recover from that, then start trying again. And we already, mind you, we already went through 4 shots, 4 months. I just...
It was a lot.
So the other option the doctor gave us is IVF. Sounds scary. So we weren't sure. We came home. We thought about it. I mean, we've been thinking about it for a while. So to let you guys know, we have decided that we're going to continue with the journey to try and conceive. We want a baby, and
we're going to go with IVF.
We're proud of that. We really are, and we're excited. So we hope you guys tune in for more videos and eventually get to see that process. And we hope for good news. So
praying for the best.
Please pray for us. Keep us in your prayers. Please send us lots of love. If you are somebody that's going through any fertility issues, please send us an email. We can talk about it. I only have my experience. I can only talk about that. But we're happy to talk to anybody that wants to reach out, give us any suggestion. If you've gone through the IVF process yourself,
or
considering it, reach out to us. We're really excited about this. So we're really excited about this. We're really excited about this.
Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Hopefully we will be seeing you guys soon. And go by and visit our website.
allthingscustis.com.
.com, baby.